Thrifting Diva. Welcome to my live. So excited to have you stop by and do a little chit chat. Today, I want to start with a quote on this live, and then I'm going to bring it right back to the main purpose of this channel, which is a luxe lifestyle on a budget. And I'm talking today about this quote because I think it will resonate with you as it has resonated with me so many times. And the quote is: start where you are, use what you have. I'm going to say that again, and then we're going to talk about how this can resonate with everyone. Start where you are, use what you have. And I'm talking about this in the context of your closet. Now, for me, and for those who are listening, I think most of my viewers are, women in their 40s who have busy lives, careers, children, husbands, partners, so many things that we are already juggling at each day that I think if you start putting this into practice, it will actually make your life so much easier. For many of us, especially me, so many times when new events come up or things I had to do, I always figured that I was going to need to go um, jump online or go to the thrift store or the mall, rarely, but to buy something new. And I'm trying to say this because I've been there where I stand in front of my closet and I feel like I have nothing to wear. So I'm talking today about this quote that kind of resonated a lot with me at the time when I had to really kind of be honest with myself. So start where you are, use what you have. And I want to talk a little bit about my journey, but more importantly, I want to give you a tip and some tricks in how you can use this quote, but mostly how you can use the fact that your closet has the gems that you're already needing. Your closet has all of the things that you need. You do not need to go out and buy more, put more stuff on credit, put more stuff on a credit card, any of those things. Hey, Tony, thanks for joining. So, I want to talk a little bit about that because I think, especially in today in 2025, we tend to we end up buying more and over consuming. But if we take a step back and realize just how good the things are in the closet that we have, we do not need to buy anything else. But I'm going to give you a tip on how you can really find all the gems in your closet, even though you're thinking like, oh my goodness, I have nothing in there to share, or I have nothing in there right now to wear, that I need to go buy something. Now, for busy women with careers, women with children, women who are doing so much, I'm going to take one task off of your plate by giving you this tip so that you're not needing to go buy something. So I know summer is right around the corner. I know people are doing vacations and holidays. And tell me in the comments now if you have a cart with a bunch of things that you're going to be trying to buy for your upcoming vacation. Let me know. Just be honest with me. Let me know if that's something that you are already thinking about, that you're going on vacation, you're going on holiday, and you are like, okay, I'm going to need this, I'm going to need this, I'm going to need this. Because that's where my journey began. I have always been into fashion. Absolutely love fashion, love clothes, love accessories, love everything about being a girly girl and being, you know, fashion. And when we would go on vacation, I would always stand in front of the closet right before we have to start packing and tell my husband, like, babe, I have nothing to wear. I'm going to need to go get some stuff. I have no cute dresses. I don't have sandals for this. I have nothing to wear. And one day, about 2 or 3 years ago, my husband looked at me and he's like, are you serious right now? Like, are you serious? Because I was actually feeling like I was panicking. We were getting ready for vacation. I think we were. going to be flying out the next day. And I, before we had started talking about this, I had said to myself months ago, I was like, oh, I shouldn't have to buy anything. I have a full closets full of clothes. I shouldn't have to buy anything. The night before, we're getting ready to pack, and then I'm like freaking out because I'm telling him, like, babe, I have nothing to wear. And he looks at me and he's like, are you serious? Like, are you serious? And I had to take a pause there. He's not always right, but this time he was. He was absolutely right. Like, what in the world? I can't go on a 7 day vacation to the Caribbean and not have anything that I can wear. Absolutely not. I mean, it's a fallacy. It's a lie. It's something that we say to ourselves to overindulge. And I say overindulge because let's be real. It's overindulging at this point. It's no need for me to have every time I go on a trip a suitcase full of brand new clothes. I've seen a meme on Instagram before where it says that why do people buy new clothes to go to a place where the people there have never seen them in not one of those outfits? And it makes absolute sense because let's be real. When we go on holiday, it's not like most of the times we're going to a place where anyone has ever seen us before, seen the outfits, know what we're wearing. And even if we've worn the outfits before, what would be the big deal? So for me, I really started to become intentional about that and realize that, I was being part of a problem of overconsumption, overindulgence in things that really did not necessarily make me a better person. Okay. Maybe more dressier, but make me a better person. And it was just too much. So I go back to that quote at that time: start where you are, use what you have. And so one of the things that I had to become intentional is like, what do I already have? What is it that I have that I absolutely need to use? I need to either get rid of if I'm not using or use if I do have it. What are those things? And in the comments, let me know, are you one of those people that, have a closet full of things and you are intentional about using all the pieces you have, or when a new shiny piece comes on board, a new trend, a new thing, a new whatever it is, new colors of something, you are the first to try to buy it because in your head you've decided, I don't have A, B, and C. Because that's what I was doing. And so living that luxe lifestyle on a budget absolutely does not mean that we are going to be purchasing and over purchasing things. It really does mean being intentional about what we do have. Now, if the things you have just don't work for you anymore, then it is a great time for you to get rid of those things. Send it away, give it to somebody else, bless someone else with it, or give it to Goodwill or, a woman's shelter, throw it away, whatever it is. If it's not working for you anymore, if it's not bringing you joy, like Marie Kondo will say, then you need to get rid of it. But having it in the closet is not necessarily working as well if you're not using it. Now, I am definitely not one of those people that says if you haven't used it in a year, then it needs to go. That's not me because I bring the things that I keep around me do bring me joy. But I am going to be intentional about using it because what will be the sense of absolutely having it sit on the closet? My closet does not go out or need to get dressed up. I do. So why am I keeping those things in the closet and not using it, especially if it brings me joy? So for you, the question is whether or not you are holding on to things that really don't bring joy anymore, or if they still bring joy, why aren't we wearing it? That's the question. Why aren't we wearing it? In the comments, let me know if you are intentional about going through the things that you have, making sure that you're wearing the things that you have and wearing them on a consistent basis so that you're getting some wear out of it, or if they're really just being pushed back, 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 back because you keep bringing new things and you haven't worn. Now, if you have a closet full of things that you can say tags on it, like I've gone to estate sales before where you go in, and if you don't know what an estate sale is, it's basically a sale at a private home estate. Normally the person has passed away and or they've moved and they're downsizing, and you can go into the home and buy those items. And normally they're really really great prices. But I've gone to estate sales before and seen so many things in women's closet with tags on. So these things will purchase and never worn. And so that to me is joyless. It is the absolute opposite of bringing joy, because at some point this person, envisioned the piece on them. They envisioned going somewhere with it. They envisioned a time and moment in where they would be wearing these things, and then they didn't. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Then they kept buying more. And so that is the opposite of joy. And so the quote that really sticks with me on this is that know where you are, use what you have. Because that part of using what you have, especially when it comes to your closet, is showing that you understand the intentionality of your world and what you have in your closet, and knowing that the glam up could come on the closet and not in only when you swipe that card. The glam up and the glam affair is in the closet. Now I know for some people, when they look at the closet and they're like, okay, I have a lot of stuff here, but I still feel like I have nothing to wear. It's not that you don't have anything to wear, it's that you're not looking at the possibilities of what you do have in front of you. And when you don't do that, yes, you feel like it's constrained and you feel like everything you have is blah. And I've gone to a lot of women's closets who've, in helping them rediscover their style and making sure that they have the right foundational pieces that they can use to be stylish. They have so many gems, like so many things that I'm like, girl, what do you mean you have nothing to wear? You have all everything to wear, but it's just opening your eyes and seeing it different. So I want to give a tip here on what you can do if you're going through that style rut or that phase in where you're looking at the closet and you feel like honestly you have nothing to wear. In determining whether or not that is true, I want to do a tip slash challenge for you so that you can really embrace the quote and embrace using what you have. Because if we don't, and if we don't start where you are and use what you have, then you're going to just keep compounding the issue of overindulgence, over consumerism, and then wasting your money. Because if you're not wearing the stuff, most of the things, 99%, I would say the things that you put in your closet, you purchase with your own money. And therefore, by not using them and not wearing it and not enjoying it, that is what we consider a true waste of money. Okay. So one thing I want to challenge, and I did this, I'm starting this challenge this week as well, because I do have a lot of stuff that I'm like, okay, I need to get you in. I need to get you into the fold because it is it's summer, I'm not buying anymore, okay? And it's not necessarily a don't buy summer challenge. It's your money, do what you need to do, but it is about intentionality in what you do have, right? Start where you are, use what you have. We are not buying anything in this challenge. In this challenge, you are going to be intentional and you are going to start the glam procedure in the closet, not going out. I don't care who you're listening to on YouTube, TikTok. I don't care what those influencers are saying. You do not need that skirt right now. Let's start with this challenge and then we work our way into various ways of just exuding, well, just having a stylish outfit that you feel proud of, a closet that you feel like, yes, everything in here brings me joy. While we're doing this challenge, I would say being able to clear the clutter is also going to help you with this. So while you're going through and looking for things, it's not a full on declutter, but if you find things that won't fit you anymore, that you literally do not like anymore, that you are wondering, why did I buy this? Then get rid of it. Don't try to save it. Don't try to bring it back from the dead. It's done. Bury it, move it on, and get it out of your closet. But here's the hack in which we can use our quote, start where you are, use what you have, and so that you can really embrace that. And here's my hack for you. We're going to grab one of your most used bottom, whether that be a pants, a skirt, right? Pants or skirt or shorts. No tights. We're not working at all with tights. Luxe lifestyle. No tights. I don't care if you are, that's the only thing you wear. No tights. But what we're going to do is a use your most used bottom. So that would be, as I said, pants, jeans, shorts, or skirt, not a dress. And you're going to go into your closet and find three pieces that you have not worn in ages. Not last week and not the week before. When we say ages, in ages. And it's something that you purchased, you loved at the time, you still love, but you have not worn it. And I want you to challenge yourself in actually putting these outfits together. I'm going to show you, and this will show you that by actually challenging yourself to use the piece that you use all the time with new pieces that you've never used, you are going to see a refresh in how in your style. Okay, it's going to show you that these pieces are worth keeping around and that they can be invented and they can be reinvented and they can be styled in different ways. If you try this, I promise you, you're going to start feeling a little joy of going back in that closet. A little bit of, ooh, what are we wearing today? And it's also going to get you out of the rut of grabbing the same pieces all the time. So, the challenge, let me repeat, is you will go into your closet. You're going to pull a piece, a bottom piece that you're always wearing, whether it be pants, whether it be skirt, whether it be shorts, no tights, no tights, but it could be jeans as well. And you're going to pull three blouses or shirts or tops, however, whatever it is, three pieces that you have not worn in a very long time. And you're going to see a transformation, not only in you, because now it looks like you're wearing brand new stuff because you haven't seen it in so long, but you're going to see a transformation in how you approach your closet because now pieces are going to appear as though you just bought them again because you haven't seen them in so long. How many times have you gone back in that closet and be like, oh my gosh, I forgot about you? I talk to my clothes, but I forgot about you. Girl, let me pull you on here. Let me dazzle them with this piece. Let me dazzle myself because that is you know, what it is that you need to do. You need to start trying to use the gems already in your closet. And I say gems because when you bought them, you thought they were a gem. Well, for most part. I mean, there are definitely times when you buy something and you're just like, oh my God, what in the hell? What why did I buy this? Okay. Um, yes, one bottom favorite and three tops that haven't been worn in a long time. I'm gonna try it. I'm a leggings and comfort dresser lately. No, we're going to try comfort in a different uniform because I promise you, jeans and slacks and shorts, all of these other things can be just as comfortable as leggings. Do not let them fool you that leggings are the only comfort. But I promise you that especially now that a new season is upon us, we're getting into the summer. This is a perfect time to try this challenge before going out and trying to buy a bunch of new things that just pushes the other gems further and further back, wasting money at the end of the day because you're not using your pieces the way you intended to use them, and just feeling as though nothing is fixing the blah state that you're in. So, we're going to start the glam with the closet. And today we're talking about how we use the closet, our closet, the things that we already have. We're starting there. We're using what we have before we start swiping the credit cards. And I promise that I'm saying this, and as I said, I'm being overly optimistic in the sense that saying promise because I have gone through this before. Looking at a huge closet and just wondering, another event is coming up, and I'm like buying all these new stuff because I figured, like, oh, the things I have. I have to wear them. Maybe trying them in a different way is what's going to reignite my little passion for them. And so that's why this challenge forces you to kind of keep comfort, right? It keeps the piece that you keep going back for, because we all have a couple of those where in a rush, going somewhere familiar, we tend to grab a couple of pieces. But now I'm going to ask you to grab three tops that you have not worn in ages and pair them with the that piece, because you're going to start to see, like, oh, I have a lot of clothes. I have a lot of things and I have a lot of potentials. You don't have to wear things over the same time, the same way. So that's why there are three different tops. Yes, you're wearing the jeans again, but every time you wear it with a different top, it's going to appear as you are wearing a completely different look, a completely different style, a completely different energy and vibe that's given off when we do that. So I am going to push yourself. And I'm doing the same thing. I'm right there with you because let me tell you, I too have too many things in here that I haven't worn. And this is going to be a challenge for me. I actually started this morning whereby I did the reverse, where I tend to grab tops often and not the same bottom. So I'm switched mine up, but the same process in the same thing. It's the same requirements of going into my closet and actually pulling gems. So now that summer is coming on us, now that people are getting booking those flights and tickets and going on vacation and holiday and all the events and brunches and all of those things, there's no need for us to run out and buy more and more and more. And besides, I heard a recession is coming our way. So this is the best time to start saving our coins and looking inward, looking in that closet for the gems we have. And at the same time, because we're looking at those things, remove the things that are not working. If it's a small and you're now a medium and you don't think you're going to get back to a small, let it go. Let it go. If you've lost weight and now those things are that, bigger size and you're not wearing that size anymore, let it go. We don't need to keep holding on to things, the what ifs, for years to come. We hold on to things for for the immediate future and the present. And so that's why I'm saying start where you are, use what you have. No need for any of these things to require you spending a dime. And so on this channel, that is one of the things that I hope I'm able to press and get to you, is that a luxe lifestyle does not just equal buying, buying, buying more. A luxe lifestyle to me is intentionality. It's being so intentional with our closet, our style, our well being, our home, our skincare, all those things come with intentionality. Just because it's luxurious does not mean it has to cost us any money. Okay? It doesn't have to cost us any money. And so the lie that we've been fed is luxury equals a dollar amount. And sometimes luxury is free. And in this case, luxury is absolutely free in a way because you've already purchased something. You've already bought something. You've already spent the money. So why not use that money? Let those pieces be used for the purpose in which they were bought. So that's my thing. And so, if you are interested in more tips, more tricks, more hacks, more inspiration regarding luxe lifestyle on a budget, I would love for you to subscribe to the channel. And, once you subscribe, you will get notified when I go live as well. And for the next 30 days, I plan on going live. And how I'm going to break up the lives are quotes that will resonate with me and hopefully with you about how we can live a luxe lifestyle on a budget. And so I hope after you hear this, you are excited about the challenge. Or if not excited, introspect, having a real deep look at yourself and thinking about the message in general, about starting where you are and using what you have and not running to swipe that credit card, not adding more debt for clothing and stuff like that, and not feeling pressured in any way, shape, or form to buy a new wardrobe for every season or for every event or for everything that comes by that an influencer shows. It is good. I have in my Amazon cart, one thing that I do is I probably have like $10,000 worth of stuff in the cart. Am I gonna hit no yes on that? No. So for me, the window shopping is just adding it to the cart and not purchasing it. And so for this summer, part of it would be being more intentional. I don't need every new sandals that come out. Maybe one or two for the summer, and then we keep it moving. But I'm not going to go and buy more things until I have used the things and really did a good evaluation of the things that I have in my closet before I go. So I hope that this live resonated with you in some way. And I hope that you are able to join me for the challenge. If you do, go ahead and leave, a comment in the comments if you're planning on joining. And until next time, hopefully you're able to join again tomorrow when I do my next live. If you are subscribed, you will be notified when I go live. Until the next time, stay luxe. Bye.